Well, maybe you need a break from binge watching a new show or just want to dive into a whole new world that you probably wouldn't otherwise get to visit. Our friend Emily Stoll from Richland Library is here with the top books to read in 2019. And Emily, before we talk about 2019 and the new year, let's talk a little bit about 2018 because there are a lot of popular books, music, and movies. It's good to see you.
It's great to see you too. Thanks for having us. And yes, we surveyed our more than 200,000 library card holders to figure out what was mostly circulated across our 11, now 12 locations.
Oh, that's right, because we did just recently open up a new location.
Yes, our Edgewood location. So very excited about that. So starting with our children's titles, these are so popular. These are chapter books. They're very easy to start out with, especially with beginning readers. Last year it was Ted Arnold and Fly Guy who really made the list, but this year Mo Willems making a comeback. And so we have I Will Surprise My Friend, which was the #1 most circulated item, and he had 7 of the 10 most circulated children's titles of the year. So lots going on there. As far as movies, we always like to have a family-friendly movie. Last year it was Moana. This year Despicable Me 3.
Yeah, a good one.
Yes, so Gru, he's finally becoming a father. He's married now. He finds out he has a twin brother who wants to follow in his despicable footsteps. Wonder, which was a New York Times bestseller, that is made into a movie, and so you're following a child who has some facial differences entering school for the first time in 5th grade, following him on that journey.
And one of the things I've noticed about Wonder is there are a lot of actual schools. You know, we do a series called Teacher of the Week, and several classrooms that I've been in, they've been reading Wonder, they've watched the movie, and been talking about it. So that looks like a great movie that if you haven't seen, you might want to grab that too.
And it's always great when you have the movie and books. You can kind of combine the two.
Exactly.
So our music, Hamilton, again, 2 years in a row, most circulated item of 2018. Taylor Swift is on there, Jay-Z on there, and of course we always have some family-friendly classics. Now That's What I Call Music, as well as our Now That's What I Call Disney Volume 3. As far as adult titles, we have Before We Were Yours. That was the #1. It was based on a scandal back in Memphis, Tennessee, where the director of an adoption agency was actually kidnapping and selling poor children to wealthy families. And so it has this kind of tie to that. We also have Little Fires Everywhere. I love this one because I'm from Ohio, so it's based there. So it kind of talks about the weight of secrets and how there's differences between a family of 4 who are following the rules, and then you have an artist who's coming in, and how this custody battle is kind of tearing the family apart. And
real quickly, this one by Bill Clinton and James Patterson. I'm actually in the middle of this one, and this is a thriller.
It is. There's lots happening with that, and it's kind of interesting to see the former president kind of meeting with James Patterson, who's a well-known author, and kind of seeing where they're going with that particular book. So
real quickly, we have a list of the top books for 2019, and all of these are for adults, right?
Yes, so all these are for adults. Our Research and Readers Advisory Department was so excited. They wanted to share these titles with everyone. So we do have The Dreamers, which is coming out in January. So essentially there's a virus that spreads throughout a small town in California. Everyone falls asleep. They can't wake up. They have a lot of brain activity. And so they're in these dreams, and you're kind of going to find out where those dreams are going. So that's very interesting, very suspenseful. We also have Black Leopard, Red Wolf, which is coming out in February. And this is going to be kind of like an African Game of Thrones, and it will be the first novel in the Dark Star trilogy. So look forward to that. On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, also coming out in February. And this particular book, we are looking, the author wrote The Hate You Give, which was recently turned into a movie. Yes.
We remember that one.
So this book has been so popular in 2017 when it came out, hasn't even been published in paperback. This is a young adult book expanding to an adult audience. And essentially it's following your dreams, even though a lot of things may get in the way.
And the last two real quickly.
Bride Test, the Kiss Quotient author, coming out with a great new follow-up, getting a lot of buzz because of comedy and romance, combining those two. And The Testaments, which is going to be the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. We're going to finally find out what happens to Offred.
All right, very popular. So again, as you head into the new year, don't forget to pick up a book from the Richland Library and start the new year off in style. We like that. Thanks, Emily, for being here. We appreciate it as always.